Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Monday Night Tights. I'm your host, Steve Tower, and we have another exciting show lined up for you here tonight. We will have the number one contender determined for the U.S. Championship between the Big Time and John Kentt. That will be our main event of the evening. We also have a tag team matchup as well as a 10-man battle royale. Some wrestlers that have not been getting some screen time, and so the winner of that battle royale will guarantee themselves a spot in our May pay-per-view event. So a lot on the line for those 10 wrestlers trying to get themselves some spotlight time. So we will we'll head on down to the ringside, and hopefully there'll be no technical issues tonight. No promises, though, once the show starts. All right, so here we go. It is time for Monday Night Tights. Welcome, everybody, to the Biddy Beer Arena. We are ready to get the action going here in just a minute. We are going to have a tag team matchup between two of our up-and-coming tag teams, the exciting team of the Cleveland Rockers, the high-flying Cleveland Rockers, and they will be going up against the Wild Bunch with their managers at ringside, Paul Gregory Allison, the PGA Tour for the Cleveland Rockers, and Bray Watts for the Wild Bunch. This is a matchup we have seen before. Both of these teams trying to rise up the ranks in the tag team division and possibly get a challenge at the May pay-per-view. But we'll see what happens here tonight. We're ready to get underway. Welcome aboard. Sit back, relax, and enjoy some wrestling action. All right, so for our opening match here, let's see what happens in the pre-match. And again, for anyone just joining, first off, welcome aboard. The app that you see here in the middle of the screen, right to my left here, is a free website that a fan of the game has designed, and it just digitized all of the fast action cards for the game, and also automates the dice rolls, so it looks a little bit better up on my screen when I'm doing this live show. There's a link to that down in the video below if you want to use that for your game. Otherwise, you can just simply use the fast action cards that come with the game. All right, that out of the way, let's see what's going to happen in our pre-match for our opening tag team matchup here, we are going to go to highlight reel O. And then on highlight reel O, we're going to have result 22. Let's see. Go to highlight reel P. All right. 43. Let's see. The ally, the favored wrestler, comes up with a scheme to knock the underdog down a notch. Reduce the underdog TV grade by 1 letter grade. So the PGA Tour behind the scenes pulled some strings, and so during the entrance for the Wild Bunch, they had some technical difficulties and got laughed at as they were coming down. Supposed to have a wild, raucous entrance, but they did not have it, and so their TV grades will get knocked down 1 notch as the crowd laughs at them instead of feeling in awe, and that'll help out his his tag team, the Cleveland Rockers. So let's see if that comes into effect during the match. All right, here we go. So Matt Crux going to lead things off for his team, the Scrapyard Mongrel in the ring for the Wild Bunch. And here we go. Let's see. Favorite. Neither wrestler has the favorite quality, so we'll go to the next card. Well, and there we go. TV move. So Matt Crux going to win this one. Oh, he picks up the heavier Scrapyard Mongrel for a nice body slam. That's going to surprise him. And he will go down to the mat for 2 points. And let's see, there'll be no tag. They'll both stay in the ring. Let's go to the next fact. And it's going to be another TV move. Another body slam for our favored wrestlers here. So Matt Crux showing off his strength. And let's see. He is... but Scrapyard Mongrel is going to be able to roll over to his corner. Screaming Eagle gets a hot tag, comes in with a big flying drop kick, and Matt Crux goes down to the mat. Screaming Eagle now in the ring for the Wild Bunch. Let's see, signature. All right, so we're going to... The next card, whoever gets it, they're going to double the total. Let's see... And unfortunately, neither are going to get it because neither of them are heavy. The 200-pound Screaming Eagle and the 177-pound Matt Crux. All right, so an opportunity missed. Both wrestlers back on their feet. Let's see, Grudge. That's actually going to go to Screaming Eagle. He has a Grudge grade of 5. Let's see, so silver, so 2 points. So they get locked up in a collar and elbow tie-up. Gets Matt Crux arm behind his back, and then gets him into a modified bulldog. Down to the mat he goes. Let's see, they're going to both stay in the ring. Smart. That's going to be Matt Crux. So Screaming Eagle tried to keep him in a headlock, and he is going to escape it and then roll around and get a chin lock onto Screaming Eagle. And then he is going to tag in the Biz. And we'll see the Biz for the first time here. Screaming Eagle in a little bit of pain. Can the Rockers come up with a win here? We're going to go to highlight reel B. All right, let's see what happens on highlight reel B. 15. Let's see. The current match sparks a Grudge tag team match. All right. So... I guess they will not be finished here. A lot of bad blood in the ring. So we're going to see these two tag teams next week in a Grudge match. And maybe that'll be for the #1 contender. All right, but for now, the match is going to continue. And this time we're going to go to highlight reel A. All right, 35 on highlight reel A. Let's see. Wrestler scores 1 point. Soaks in the fan response, doesn't notice opponent sneaking up on him. Opponent delivers a suplex slam and scores 3 points. So the Biz playing to the crowd a little bit too much. And Screaming Eagle comes up behind him and takes him down. They're going to both stay in the ring. Let's see. And this is going to be another Grudge. So Screaming Eagle back in control now. Locks him in a front headlock and then drops him to the mat for a big DDT. And let's see, they will both stay in the ring. Let's see. This time it's going to be a gold maneuver. So Screaming Eagle is going to set him up on the turnbuckle, climb up, and then do a big suplex from the turnbuckle for 3 points. The ring's going to shake on that one. He's going to tag in his partner, Scrapyard Mongrel. They're going to look to put this away. Let's see. Oh, and again, we're going to go back to the highlight reel. Highlight reel A, 64. Wrestler lands sucker punch. Ignites free-for-all in ring between multiple wrestlers, managers, spectators. Order eventually restored. Both wrestlers disqualified. So as the Scrapyard Mongrel goes to pick up the Biz, he gives him a cheap shot right to his mommy and daddy button, and all HE double hockey sticks breaks out. Both managers jump into the ring, and we finally get order restored, and the referee is just going to call this a double disqualification, no winner, and so we will have that grudge rematch next week. What a crazy start to the show. We're going to get the ring cleared up here for our next match, which will be a 10-man battle royale, and this is to secure a spot in this month's pay-per-view. All right, so we will see both of these teams next week on the show. That'll be our post-match, since we don't really need anything else going on between those guys. All right, so we've got 10 wrestlers all ready to make their name here. Some guys we've seen more than others. Some guys we haven't seen in quite a while. So how I like to do the battle royale is just simply mix these guys up, and we'll do individual 2-on-2 matchups. And all they'll be trying to do is the first wrestler to get to the first square, so scoring 5 points, they will eliminate their opponent, tossing them over the top rope, and then we'll keep going through until we are down to our final 2, and then they will go through a full matchup. All right, so let's see. Making his way down to the ring first, the former European champion, hailing from Munich, Germany. He is Brecken Zadeutsch. And the number 2 competitor in our battle royale will be the overnight sensation, Rob Van Zander. No relation to anybody else in the real world. All right, so there we go. We've got our wrestlers set up for this battle royale, and let's get things going. And
Steve Tower. Steve Tower. And your horrible Monday Night Tights regime. Pressure from all over the place seems to be dwelling. Not only do you have to deal with me and my followers, but words of another federation starting and challenging you for the title of the top wrestling on YouTube. You're being hit from many different ways, and just to see you squirm and suffer through all this, though not my doing, brings great joy to my heart. For the reasons of your destruction are personal to me. You and all the things that you claim on Monday Night Tights. Your fans, Johnny Volume and Tim, who've even had to provide belts because of your lack thereof imagination. In 2 weeks' time, your destruction begins, because now I am coming for you, not myself. I would never get my hands dirty, but I will be sending someone from the past to destroy your future. Try to prepare yourself and try to fight many battles on many fronts, my friend. Because soon, Monday Night Tights will come to a crashing halt and a destructive end. I personally will see to it. Oh, your end will taste delightful.
all right, I don't know what's going on, guys. And while that was going on, both of those wrestlers were tossed outside the ring by a mystery wrestler. So both of those guys have been eliminated. I don't know what's going on, but the voice is starting to get out of hand. I now he's calling out some of my fans, so I'm gonna apologize to Johnny Volume and to Tim. I don't. I. All right. I don't know what's going on, guys, but the show is going to continue here. All right, so we've got 2 wrestlers have been eliminated. So next up, we're going to have, sorry, I need a drink. That was, all right, here we go. So, the Muscles of Mass Destruction, Gun Grabner, he's going to be out next. He'll be pairing up with the world-famous Alberto Del Sol. And now we're gonna get this match underway after after a crazy beginning to this 10-man battle royale, which is now an 8-man battle royale. As Rob Van Zander and Brecken Zadoich eliminated while the pirate feed took over our show. All right, so here we go. Gun Grabner, Alberto Del Sol, trying to make their way into the May pay-per-view. Let's see. Neither wrestler mean. Alberto Del Sol, his favorite. He's going to use, the sunburn, the sugar hold and rope burn for 3 points. Oh, my. And this match might not be long for Gun Grabner. Let's see. We are going to go to the wild card result. Oh boy, okay. So let's see. Wild card. 54. Is the wrestler smart? He is not. Let's see. Oh, wrestler is disqualified. Interesting. All right, so he's going to be eliminated, and then he's going to issue a grudge match rematch. All right, so we'll have him off to the side. We will see Gun Grabner next week. He is not happy. He is still complaining. Alberto Del Sol is going to continue. Next up, we're going to have C.R. Maloney pairing off against Chump Changer. So let's see. I was going to say 2 bigger wrestlers. Chump Changer is 6'3", 285, but C.R. Maloney 6'8", 400 pounds. Let's see what happens here. We're going to go to the wild card for them as well. 46. Let's see. Is he helped? Yes, he is. He has a valet, and she is going to distract Chump Changer at ringside. So he is going to score a quick couple of points on Chump Changer. Let's go to our next one. Favorite. He is a favorite. Oh, and there we go. He's going to... a gold maneuver, so 3 points, 1, 2, 3, and that's gonna do it. So he'll set him up in his full Nelson, the all-nighter, and then keep him locked up in the full Nelson, and then pick him up and throw him over the top rope. And Chump Changer has been eliminated. C.R. Maloney still alive. Let's see, next up we've got Bring It On, Chris Babylon, and he will be paired off against the Mortician. So probably our 2 biggest names here in the 10-man battle royale. All right, welcome. A lot of chatter going on right now in the chat room. Again, I'm gonna apologize to the fans who were called out in that completely uncalled for. My technicians are trying to figure out where that pirate feed is coming from, but the show continues here. I'm not going to let some pirate voice ruin Monday Night Tights. All right, here we go. Chris Babylon against the Mortician. Agile. That's going to go to Chris Babylon. Escapes a double arm lock, whirls around, and delivers an elbow smash to the Mortician, the 6'10", 290-pound Mortician. And again, we're going to go to the wild card. Let's see, 25. Is he strong? Yes, he is. Resist submission hold, lashes back with a body blow for a point. Chris Babylon in control here. Let's see, mean. Oh, that's going to go to the Mortician. There we go. He gets him into an arm breaker and gives it an extra twist just for good measure. Oh, but the smaller, more agile Chris Babylon doing some wrestling maneuvering here, whirls around and then whacks opponent with a corkscrew chop. Let's see, helped. Neither wrestler helped. Go to the next one. Cheat. I don't think either of them have the cheat quality. No. Oh, okay. So crowd getting restless. Oh, the Mortician. He has a grudge grade of 6. So, ooh, 3 points. 1, 2, 3. So big overhand chop knocks Chris Babylon down to the mat. And now he's got him up against the ropes. Can he eliminate him? Let's see. Oh, they both have the favorite quality, but now Chris Babylon trailing. So that's going to go to him. So he is going to kick out and then turn around and drop kick the Mortician out of the ring. And the big friend of the dead, I almost called him the dead man, he has been eliminated, and Chris Babylon moves on. He stays alive. So our last two competitors here, Four-Wheel McNeil, Danny McNeil, taking on Kenny 2020. Two pretty evenly matched wrestlers here. McNeil 6'3", 280, and Ken Kendall is 6'2", 260. All right, let's see what happens. Heavy, neither wrestler heavy. Oh, I gotta reset the markers here. Let's see, agile. Oh, they are both agile, so it's gonna go to McNeil. Some more wrestling. He gets out of the collar and elbow lockup. Whacks him behind the back of the head. Oh, but Ken 2020 gonna come roaring back using his grudge. Let's see. So he'll give him an eye poke and then give him well, let's see. I guess kick him in the gut and then drop him to the mat with a face buster. All right, let's see. He helped. Oh, neither wrestler helped. McNeil is powerful, but only when he's on a square. And there we go. So Ken Kendall with an axe to grind. He's gonna get McNeil back down to the mat, and then pick him up, whip him into the ropes, and then give him a big clothesline over the top. And Four-Wheel McNeil has been eliminated. All right, so we are down to our last 4 wrestlers, because our first 2 were both mysteriously eliminated. All right, so here we go. We will shuffle them up. Who's going to pair off first? We're going to have Ken Kendall taking on C.R. Maloney. Oh, boy. So Ken Kendall going to have his work cut out facing the much bigger C.R. Maloney. Well, and he's going to win this matchup with a TV grade, a C to an E. So he's going to try to wear down the bigger wrestler with a headlock for 2 points. Let's see. Oh, and then he's going to use his agility to keep working on him. Whacks down on his arm, trying to take away one of the big ham hocks of C.R. Maloney. And now we're going to go to the wild card. Let's see. 32. Is he quick? Oh, no, he's not. Let's see. So he suffers a direct hit. Object thrown by opponent. And he's going to score 2 points. So C.R. Maloney, somebody slides a chair into him, and he gets whacked with that. So no ref to call him being disqualified. Let's see if Ken Kendall can recover from that. Oh, and indeed he does. Gets the crowd behind him. Gets a big axe handle smash onto C.R. Maloney. Maloney is slumped against the ropes. Can Ken Kendall put him away? Neither wrestler has the cheat. Let's see. Oh, they're both smart, so it's going to go to the trailing wrestler. So Ken Kendall tries to jump kick him over the top rope, and C.R. Maloney moves out of the way. Ken Kendall misses, and then C.R. Maloney is going to pick him up and slam him into the turnbuckle, and now he's going to try to lift him up over the top. Let's see. Neither wrestler has the object quality. Oh, they are both smart, but now they're tied, so it's going to go to Ken Kendall. And he's going to reverse their position in the turnbuckle, give him a big headbutt, and then he's going to drop kick him to the back of the head. He gets up on the ropes, and then he worms his way underneath him and somehow gets him up over, and C.R. Maloney has been eliminated. So Ken Kendall will be one of our 2 finalists. He'll face either Chris Babylon or Alberto Del Sol. They're squared off on the other side of the ring. Let's see who is going to... be our final standing wrestler here. Chris Babylon whips his opponent across the ring into the opposite turnbuckle for a point. Neither wrestler helped. Ooh, neither wrestler helped. Grudge. Ooh, neither wrestler has a grudge. Oh, so that's 3 in a row. So the boo rule going to come into effect. Chris Babylon is favored. Oh, man, and he's going to get 4 points. So there we go. Crowd gets restless. Chris Babylon feeding off the boos. And he is going to catch Alberto Del Sol, who is trying to give him a crossbody, flying crossbody. He's just going to catch him, turn around, and dump him over the top rope. And so there we go. Ken Kendall stands up from the opposite side of the ring. Chris Babylon turns around. And these are our final 2 wrestlers. So they're going to battle it out here. Who is going to be the one to eliminate his opponent and secure themselves a spot in the pay-per-view? Let's see. Neither wrestler has a cheat. I believe they're both agile, so it's going to go to the favored wrestler here. Ooh, he's going to jump up and get him in a head scissors move. Moves ahead. Let's see. Specialty. Well, they both have it, so and it'll go to the trailing wrestler now. And Ken Kendall gives him the vision test, otherwise known as an eye poke. The eye poke of doom. Oh, for 1 point. Let's see. Mean. Neither wrestler mean. TV move. That's going to go to Chris Babylon. Gets Ken Kendall into a chin lock. Recover a little bit of stamina. Let's see. 2 points. Or cheat. Neither wrestler has cheat. Ooh, neither wrestler helps. Oh, grudge. That's going to go to Ken Kendall. He digs down. Let's see. Gives him a kick to the side of the leg. And then he's going to give him a shining wizard as he goes down to the mat. And he's right back in the match here. Let's see. Oh, and again, he's going to dig down. Let's see. Just a bronze one this point for just 1 point. So he'll measure him up and give him a fist drop to the head. Both wrestlers back on their feet. Let's see. Neither wrestler heavy. We'll go to the next one. Ooh, neither wrestler has the object. Let's see. Favorite. That's going to go to Chris Babylon, who, instead of being pumped up by the cheering crowd, he is going to feed off of the boos for a point. Let's see. Ooh, neither wrestler has an object. Powerful. Again, that's going to go to Chris Babylon. He gets Ken Kendall up for a stalling suplex slam, and the mat's going to rumble as he drops him down at that. Chris Babylon in control. Oh, both wrestlers are strong, so Ken Kendall's going to get this one. So he's just going to sit up and no-sell the big suplex. Comes back and just unloads a couple of left and rights into Chris Babylon, trying to fight his way back into this match. Oh, and there we go. He's going to use his grudge. 3 points. So whips Chris Babylon into the corner. Follows up with a big full body avalanche. And then he's going to give him the indignity of a Bronco Buster into the corner. All right, so Ken Kendall now in control. Oh, but Chris Babylon, he throws him off. Then he's going to pick him up, followed up with a big backbreaker for 3 points. Chris Babylon back in control. Oh, boy, and again, so he picks him up, whips him into the opposite turnbuckle. Crowd will ooh and ah. That one nearly broke him in half. Let's see. Oh, no, and that's probably going to do it. A big body slam, and he's going to call for his Rivers of Babylon finisher. And indeed, that's going to do it. So at that point, it's just academic. He picks up the limp Ken Kendall and tosses him over the top. And there we go. Bring it on, Chris Babylon, with an impressive performance. And he will be in some sort of a match at our May pay-per-view event. All right. However, we'll bring back Gun Grabner, who was not happy. Apparently thought that he got cheated earlier in the match. Said that someone from the outside was pulling down the ropes. So why don't we'll have Chris Babylon take on Gun Grabner next week on the show. That'll be our post-match. It'll be a tune-up for Chris Babylon for the pay-per-view, and another opportunity for Gun Grabner to to be on a show. And so that'll be a grudge match. We'll see what it is next week on the show. But there we go. So that's our first confirmed match for next week's event. All right. So next up, we are going to have a special Signal of Truth with our tag team champions. They will make their way down to the ring. A lot of boos from the crowd. They have had just an absolute stranglehold on the tag team division. Maybe they'll have something to say about that earlier match between the Cleveland Rockers and the Wild Bunch. But let's see. You never know what'll happen in a Signal of Truth. All right, so let's go. We will go to Highlight Reel I. That's where the interview segment starts. All right, let's reset our app here. All right, and then let's see what happens. All right, 42. Let's see. The foe of a guest appears. Huge heat. Increased TV grade 1 letter for the guest and the foe. Let's see. So actually, our tag team champs currently do not have a foe. But why don't we say that it's going to be the Cleveland Rockers who come out and say that you have been dodging us and have not given us a title shot for way too long. And the champs will not be happy with that. So a lot of heat. So let's see. So everyone's TV grade going to go up by 1. The crowd would love to see this young up-and-coming team get a chance. All right, so the Biz will go to an A, and Matt Crux going to go up to a B. Their manager, PGA Tour, he's going to go from a B to an A. All right, crowd loving this. Perhaps seeing a preview of the Tag Team Championship match. Let's see, Freakenstein, he's already at a quadruple A. Kyler Bass, he will go to a triple A rating, though. All right, so there we go. The Signal of Truth will end with both teams staring down at each other as we go to commercial. Will that be our tag team pay-per-view matchup? We'll see what happens. And again, a big thank you to Johnny Volumes. Despite what our pirated voice said, yes, the belts are absolutely fantastic. All right, so here we go. We'll get set for our main event of the evening. And this is for the #1 contender to the U.S. Championship. So it'll either be Michael Whyte, the big time, or the worst case scenario, John Kentt, who will face Triple G for the U.S. Championship. That's what they're fighting for here, the right to win the U.S. Championship. So the big time accompanied to the ring by Deb Russell, now almost his longtime manager. Of course, the former manager of Mark Russell. All right. And John Kentt accompanied to the ring by his fellow Masshole connection, Biff Barona. Let's see. So John Kentt has history with Triple G, has had a couple of matchups with him, had a title shot, and had a really good fight with him 2 pay-per-views ago, but was not able to get the win. So let's see what happens here. Who is going to be the winner and be the #1 contender to the U.S. Championship? Let's see if anything happens in the pre-match. We are going to go to Highlight Reel R. All right, so Highlight Reel R, 35. The heel entrance disrupted by the face. Increased the heel grudge grade by 2 points. All right, so Michael Whyte coming down. Let's see. What did it say? The heel entrance disrupted. Oh, okay. So John Kentt, rather, coming down. And Michael Whyte is going to interrupt him and tell him to get this match started. And John Kentt does not like that. He likes to casually take his time coming down to the ring. So his grudge grade will go up by 4, go up to 4, which is important because now they're tied for their grudge rating. All right, so we'll finally get into the ring and let's see what happens. All right, bell rings, and we are underway. And it's going to be a TV move, so Big Time has the advantage there. He has a AA rating to an A for John Kentt. So he'll hit a Ooh, a big drop kick. You don't see too many 7-footers get up for a drop kick, but there we go. He does. And he takes the early advantage. Let's see. Actually, both of these wrestlers have the favorite quality. But John Kentt now trailing, so he will come back. Gets a favorable ruling from the referee. Oh, that's interesting. So maybe the referee warns the big time he was about to hit him with an open hand or with a closed fist, and John Kentt gets the referee to distract him for a minute. Gets his breath back, and we're back underway. All right, but another TV grade. So big time lifts up John Kentt, gets him in a big back rake or back rack for 2 points. Tosses him back down to the mat. Cheat. That is gonna. Oh, actually. Oh, I thought that John Kentt had the cheat quality, but the big time does. So he's going to get in a cheap shot while the referee is turned around. His manager, Deb Russell, comes up on the mat, distracts the referee, and then the big time gets in a low blow to John Kentt. Oh, boy. All right, let's see. But John Kentt going to fight back. Perhaps maybe the crowd starting to get behind him. Let's see. And helped. Well, they both have a manager, so it's going to go to the trailing wrestler. Let's see. So again, so John Kent's or mate, I guess, in this, he's going to distract the ref and repay the favor, and then he'll blast the big time from behind. Big elbow smash to the back of his head, and we're just about all knotted up. Let's see. Heavy. That's going to go to the big time. Oh, as he picks up John Kentt, who was charging at him, gets him on a big bear hug, holds on to it for a minute or so, gets 2 points. Oh, and we're going to go to highlight reel A. Let's see what happens there. Who is going to be the U.S. Contender for the U.S. Championship 54? Let's see, the wrestler currently winning the match. Leaves the ring to engage a third party, fails to return in time. Opponent awarded the decision. So Biff Barona distracts Big Time. Big Time rolls out of the ring, chases him around, and the Big Time distracted does not return to the ring for the 10 count, and he's going to get counted out. And John Kentt, thanks to some chicanery from his partner, Biff Barona, will be the #1 contender for the U.S. Championship. Oh, boy. All right. Can you see me, Triple G, he says, as the cameras turn to him in the middle of the ring. All right, let's see if anything happens in the post-match. We will go to highlight reel X. 56 on highlight reel X. Let's see. Commissioner's TV comments: diffuse intensity of winning wrestler, reduce his grudge grade by 3 points. So the commissioner comes out and says that he's proud to have such a strong #1 contender for the U.S. Championship, and John Kentt says, "You're damn right." But so his grudge grade will actually go down by 1, and that is how the show will end, with John Kentt being praised by the commissioner and perhaps letting off a little steam. So he has won our little mini tournament to be the #1 contender for the U.S. Championship. So he will face Triple G in 2 weeks on Memorial Day. All right, so that is our show for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We will get down to the bottom of whoever that is running that pirate signal at some point. They're saying now that they're going to make an appearance on the show. I don't know what's going to happen. You'd never know on Monday Night Tights. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. We like to try to make this a fun show, so hope you guys liked it. We will be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And that'll be our last show before the May pay-per-view event. And we will determine who will be the #1 contender for the Heavyweight Championship, and also who will be the #1 contender for the Tag Team Championship. All right, so there we go, guys. That's all for now. Until next time, my name's Steve. Get out there, have fun, play games, and I will see you after further review. Have a good night, everybody.